If ever you need proof that a very short film can hit you emotionally more than a lot of feature films, Bruised is that proof. This is a 2019 short animation written and directed by Hwang and Samantha too, and it's about 2.5 minutes. And it's about this little girl. I think she's about 9 or 10 years old, and it's in a classroom, and we see that she has this bruise on her, and she doesn't want to stand up in front of the class to do something on the board. She's worried that people will notice this bruise, and it's obviously troubling her. And the teacher is there to be there for her, in a way that often only a teacher can be. And just the hurt in this little girl's face, the pain in her eyes, it's just heartbreaking. And the music doesn't help. I mean, it's beautiful, gorgeous music, but it really tugs at the heartstrings. And I guess the reason this is so effective is because this little girl represents any child in that situation. And in a way, she's lucky that the teacher noticed the bruise, because one can hope that after this animation, the teacher would put, various steps in place to investigate this and get the help the girl needs and protect her from her abusive home life. But obviously, that's not always the case. And children, like this little girl tried, are often trying very hard to hide those bruises and to hide that hurt. And it's not always noticeable. Thankfully, this little girl wasn't very good at hiding this bruise because, let's face it, sometimes you just can't. It's raw, it's powerful, it's beautifully animated. It is so gorgeously animated, and the music, as I said, really, really made it a lot more emotional. I mean, I cried, of course I did, and I challenge anybody to watch this and not cry. It's so moving. It's beautifully animated, really gorgeous to look at, but it has such an important message. And it's got an important message for anybody who might work with children or anybody who's vulnerable, that sometimes you might need to take a little extra look at that individual and make sure they're okay. But maybe there's a message in there as well for people in the little girl's situation, that it might be better if you don't try and hide that pain, because it's harder to get help and harder for the people who can help you to see that pain if you try to hide it. I know hiding it is the easiest thing to do, because out of sight, out of mind, if you don't think about it, if you don't talk about it, you can pretend it's not there. But as we see with this little girl, help can only be there once the pain makes itself known. Bruised is absolutely stunning. 2.5 of the most emotional minutes ever. Absolutely worth checking out.